I have got two cars in the Baby Drive household this week. I've got a V6 8-seater Hyundai Palisade and the 7-seater Kia Sorento plug-in hybrid. I'm going to compare how they do as baby drives. Let's find out. And don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on our socials. The child seat section of this video is brought to you by InfoSecure. In the back of the Hyundai Palisade, there are ISOFIX in the two outer second row seats. They're not within plastic guides and they're nice and easy to connect to. There are top tether anchorages on the back of all three second row seats that are really nice and easy to access and connect to. Now I could fit 3 InfoSecure child seats across this second row really nice and easily. It's actually very spacious, forward facing or rear facing fitted nicely. In the third row, there is one set of ISOFIX on the passenger side of the car and 2 top tether anchorage points, one on the outer seat and one in the central seat. Now, I did find only one child seat would fit in that third row. There isn't enough space to have 2 child seats next to each other back there. In the back of the Kia Sorento, in the second row, there are ISOFIX in the 2 outer seats. They're not within plastic guides, but they're nice and easy to connect to. And there are top tether anchorages on the back of all 3 second row seat backs. Now I can install 3 InfoSecure child seats back here, which is fantastic. 3 fit across, forward facing and rear facing, but it is a bit of a tight squeeze. In the third row, this is where the Sorento outdoes the Palisade. It's got 2 ISOFIX back there. Again, not within plastic guides, but nice and easy to connect to, and top tether anchorages on the back of both of those third row seats. And I could install 2 nice big InfoSecure child seats back there too. So 5 InfoSecure child seats fit in the back of the Sorento, which does trump the Palisade. You can learn more about the child seats used in this video by clicking on the link here. When it comes to third row access, it's similar in both cars. The second row seats are split 60-40 and the 40% is on the driver's side, unfortunately, which means you're doing the third row access out in the street instead of on the curbside. Now both use a push shoulder mechanism on the backrest, and you press that to bring the seat back forward, and then you slide the seat base forward to access that third row. In both cars, the child seats do hit upon each other a little bit when you're trying to slide that second row seat forward to access the third row. And I do think in both cars, if you only use 2 child seats in the second row, it would work much better. You do have to slide the front driver's seat forward in order to bring that seat forward too, which also in everyday practical life does get a little bit annoying. In the third row of the Palisade, there is heaps of head, knee and kick room, and I'm only 162 centimetres. We also found that with a rear-facing child seat in the second row, a 180 centimetre passenger could sit behind and in front with enough legroom. Whereas in the back of the Sorento, there is definitely less headroom and knee room, but about the same amount of kick room. We also found, in terms of legroom, I could fit in the third row here 162 centimetres with a rear-facing child seat, and a 182 centimetre driver could fit in front. Both cars have aircon vents in all 3 rows of seats. In the Palisade, they are in the ceiling, whereas in the Sorento, they're in the back of the central console box and in the sidewalls. Only the Palisade has airbags in the third row though, which is a consideration. Storage is fantastic in both the Sorento and the Palisade. However, I think the Palisade slightly trumps it. It's got double cup holders in those second row doors, and it's got the storage shelf underneath the central console, which is really good for putting your handbag or iPad or your shoes. The boot space of the Palisade definitely trumps the Sorento. When using all 3 rows of seats, it will fit 8 shopping bags in the back here or a twin stroller. Or when you're using only 2 rows, it will hold 21 bags of shopping. Whereas the Kia Sorento boot only holds 5 shopping bags when using all 3 rows of seats, or 17 when only using the first 2 rows of seats. And when you've got 7 people on board, it will only hold a single pram in the boot space. The two cars are at the opposite ends of the fuel efficiency spectrum too, the Palisade being a 3.8 litre V6 and the Sorento being a plug-in hybrid. In conclusion, the Sorento does not have those third row airbags, and that is a big consideration for families. It also has less leg room in each row, and the second row room across to install those child seats is slightly more compact than in the Palisade, which just is a little bit more spacious. Also, the boot space in the Palisade is considerably bigger than in the Sorento, being able to fit that double or twin pram in the boot when using all 3 rows of seats. You can, however, get an extra child seat into the Sorento, fitting 2 in the third row and 3 across that second row.